Who has stepped in as the starting keeper for SMU and is making his 16th start in a row. He's done a fantastic job. 125 goals against average. Meanwhile, for the Marshall Thundering Herd, there's Lineker Rodriguez dos Santos, the guy they'll be watching. Marshall is the only previous champion left in the field. All three of the teams that made it through to College Cup yesterday, Vermont, Denver, Ohio State, they've never been champions. Marshall was.
Of ways, not the least of which is free kicks. These guys can thread it through a keyhole.
Nice job by
to watch as we go through the next 90 minutes, but
well, now the ball's in the box. Good slide. It's Chambron Pino. He's trying to tuck it in, and it ricochets well over goal. Off to the left of Dominguez. And it's served in, headed away by feel like it would be necessarily a problem as Rodriguez dos Santos is able to nip it away, at least for a moment, from Pope, who shields him off from reaching it on the end line. A goal kick motoring up the right side. Jalen Mitchell, the sophomore out of California, serves it across in the direction of Pino. Back to Djordjevic. Djordjevic down to Escorcia, tries to serve it in, blowing into him. He goes down instead for Salvo, plays it across to Bailey Sparks, a one-timer well over the top.
Bailey Sparks looked a little bit surprised.
Pino on the edge against Silva. Pino on the left-footed drive in front, and it is cleared away for a corner. It almost rolled all the way to Jalen Mitchell, but is blowing left to right across the field, near side to far side, as Sparks serves the line drive off the post, and it stays in play. Sparks able to reach it, and Escorcia wants to get it right back in. However, he was the first to play it. Sparks was after the entry, as it was not touched by anyone. Panholzer keeps it in with Rodriguez dos Santos out in front. Panholzer on the left foot to dos Santos. He scores! Lineker Rodriguez dos Santos. As quickly as that, off the run by Panholzer, puts Marshall in front, 1-0.
Fantastic goal by Lineker Rodriguez dos Santos, but Panholzer is the one who absolutely makes this play, flying down the left sideline, and he not only keeps the ball, so he's got right, and that's one of the, if you're on the good side of it, that's one of the beauties of this game. If you're on the short,
to reconfirm, Djordjevic trying to get it out, he can't. Another dangerous one, and on the spin it goes up over the top, and Marshall very convinced it win, and it is not fully cleared. And Bailey Sparks skies one as Apolinario gave it to him, drives it deep, headed on by Pope, and on the backside, Lopez, who is in, doesn't believe that he's been called offside. He thought
at all with the officials.
Long ball intended for Djordjevic. Garcia, he finds Djordjevic out wide. Djordjevic, line drive right into the gut of Aleksejanic by Hernandez as a takedown happens. Here's Pino out in front, driving it against the side. As there is a player down for SMU. Have the Marshall Thundering Herd have the one attack they needed. Tarek Panholzer, trusting squad that always seems to come back, especially this season. Flick by Fajita to get out of trouble, and looking for a run back the other way. Well out of the box, trying to chest it down as Dominguez, and he can't get a full cleared on the ground, or it will be an outswinger here. Plays it straight down, back to Mitchell, chips it in, looking back post. Pope, the header in the air, knocked over this one. And the Mustangs advance again. This one slotted in. Here's Sparks. Get line drive. Again, it's off the woodwork. Escorcia couldn't get it to go, and Escorcia is called for the foul here, and SMU cannot believe it.
Screams for a non-call, and you let the teams play on.
Oh, but a great connection here for Marshall. It goes across by Sterngard and out.
Djordjevic was the only one in the whole crowd who looked relaxed.
And stepping through the defense. Nice slotted pass for Rodriguez dos Santos. Sees a player cutting in. It's a goal! It's Marco Silva from Lineker Rodriguez dos Santos. And Marshall doubles their lead. It's 2-0.
And again, I think it's the setup that's as important as the shot itself, because Lineker Rodriguez dos Santos gets this ball just outside the top of the box, and he turns, and you see
Marshall coming up with the goal to double the lead. Nice pass into Lopez. Lopez scores! SMU is on the board on a beautiful feed from Bailey Sparks over the top to Milton Lopez. It settles, and SMU cuts it down to 2-1.
this serve by Bailey Sparks is remarkable. He takes a drop pass from Nico
Santos going down. The ball finds Okiyoshi. Throws it back out front, and Okiyoshi just misses off the feed from Taneda. And great turn by Escorcia. Slots it inside. Here's Pino. Chambron Pino. The cross takes it away. Djordjevic marching up the field for Pino. The drive, and it is knocked down, but he's right back on it. Chips it toward Milton Lopez. Sparks looking to join. Punched into the air. Down on the ground, and now cleared out. There is a man down. Taneda comes out with it. Taneda, dangerous ball. It's on. And looking to win it. Down to the end line, serves it across. It's not knocked out, but... And Marshall making some substitutions. And Panholzer over the top. Chambron Pino strikes it off the wall. Pops it back into the air. And cuts it back to Bynum. Pops it over the top. In the box. The header toward the goalies. Over the top by Pope. Pope got a pretty good swing on it.
Break here in a minute.
Here's the turn by Godard. Thousands on hand as well to catch this match. And this is offside. Lopez doesn't believe it. It certainly looked like an
open net in front of him because Dominguez was slow getting back.
Djordjevic has it taken away, and there's the goal that Marshall needed for the 2-goal advantage as Pablo Simon pounces on it and slots his 4th goal of the season. The 25-year-old senior puts Marshall in front 3-1. They've got to have one of these moments. Pino pops it over the top, curling in. And
in Lavender don't see it.
Chambron Pino curls it in, a couple flicks on, and it's over the top. Good job by Escorcia to flick that one toward the goal. Turns back inside. Escorcia dragging it, drifting it, and Lopez trying to knock it back inside in the corner, coming up for Bailey Sparks this time. Deep ball, a header is in! It's Lopez! He says, let's do it again! A 1-goal game, and the first brace of the career of Milton Lopez. It's 3-2.
We were just saying a moment.
Possibly extend their season into extra time. Lopez to the edge of the box. Lopez still on it. Is it in? Same position. Bynum on the ground, in the box, rolling around. Still the deficit. Chambron Pino. Line drive, headed toward the goal, clear.
Sparks diving through traffic to get his head on that.
Second yellow, but an SMU goal for Bailey Sparks. He gets another chance here. Line drive, in left. Djordjevic again, serves it in. Header, Zarnik on goal and right at Aleksejanic.
Beautiful serve by Georgia.
Has made their way back to the College Cup. Marshall tops SMU 3-2. And the Thundering Herd will be the only former champion in the Final Four of college soccer. It will be Marshall and Ohio State in the semis, Denver and Vermont in the other, and one of those 4 will be hoisting the trophy coming up at the conclusion of Monday's action. What a game.
Tremendous performance by the Thundering Herd. They withstood a little bit of a flurry by SMU at the beginning, and when they got their first goal, that obviously changed the complexion of the game. And this, we talked repeatedly about how this is a veteran, experienced, mature Marshall